32 FM 94.9.
A very good morning to you out there. This is 32 FM 94.9. It's the morning of the 11th of July 2026. It's time to bring you the headlines out of the papers this morning. My name is Kenny. Durotilu will also touch on the analysis and take your reactions. As we proceed, I have the pages of the Punch, the Premium Times, the Daily Post, the Vanguard, the Daily Trust, and the Nation newspaper. We'll start off this morning from the front page of the Punch newspaper. Major one, Oyo abduction, inside operation that freed pupils, teachers after 56 days in captivity. Of course, that's the big story from the papers this morning. We're all glad about that particular one. We'll take some other stories now from the Punch. Deadly trust, unregulated workforce where domestic workers kill employers. It's a Saturday feature piece from the Punch. 2027, Tinubu retains Shettima as parties race to meet INEC deadline. 2027 will reject any electoral fraud, says Makinde. Silence Voices, Imo School for the Deaf where students battle neglect, rape, airport row. Kiamo gives Obi 7-day ultimatum to apologize. 3 Mexicans, 7 others remanded over 480 billion naira meth lab. Rivers Assembly promises speedy consideration of Fubara's 1.854 trillion naira budget. Fake agency Abure, ex-minister, deny links to late suspect. Some stories out of the Metro Plus pages of the Punch. EFCC arraigns firms GMD over alleged $600,000 fraud. Troops foil attempted ISWAP raid in Borno. Lagos to probe sanitation officer over bribery. Police arrest suspected cultist vandal in Abia. Our uncle is never coming home. Slain Oyo teacher's family reacts after victim's release. 1 dead, 3 injured as building collapses in Kano. Politics stories out of the Punch. SDP urges INEC to await appeal over leadership tussle. 2027, Nigeria's political climate toxic for opposition, says Makinde. Adamawa court finds ADC governorship candidate 3 million naira for illegal campaign posters. Fubara to present Rivers 2026 budget. Tinubu rejects 2 National Assembly bills over constitutional flaws. Ekiti after APC landslide victory. All eyes on opposition's next move. Taking headlines from the Premium Times, some Oyo students, kidnappers killed, 8 arrested during rescue, Tinubu says. APC retains Shettima as Tinubu's running mate ahead of 2027 election. Police speak on release of kidnapped Oyo peoples, teachers. Court awards 100 million naira against police over 22-year-old boy murder. Nigeria UAE economic comparisons fuel false $500 billion debt claims. This one says lawyer groups insist on blue silk rank despite negative court judgment. Appeal court rejects jailed former accountant general's bail request. Federal government begins work on animal identification traceability to boost export. SSS releases journalists linked to Sowore from detention. Some Oyo students kidnappers killed, 8 arrested during rescue, Tinubu says. WAFCON 2026, Madugu names Ajibade Oshoala and Nandozie in Falcons title defense squad. NBA invites foreign domestic observers to monitor its election amid controversies. APC retains Shetima as Tinubu's running mate. From the Vanguard newspaper, major story, Oyo students, teachers rescue, how security agents weakened terrorist. PFIPC scandal, how Senate blocked 1.3 billion naira budget probe. History will judge us. KAU. Lagos, how tankers keep bringing a papa to stand still. The $7 billion route orchestrating Nigeria's cassava industrialization export revolution. Digital payments driving Nigeria's 11 billion naira food service industry. Rotten judiciary. It's now a common talk that politicians own some judges. Mato. Other stories are still with the Vanguard. Why Delta's anti-open grazing law failed. PFIPC scandal. How Senate blocked 1.3 billion naira budget probe. History will judge us. Police restrict movement over Edo local government election. Architect of the impossible, how Cristiano Ronaldo made self-creation believable, by Stephanie Shaka. Some politics stories out of the Vanguard. Inside ADC's battle for control. That's, of course, Talking 2027. Emir of Ilorin gives royal blessings to candidates backed by Governor Abdulrazak. Why APC government wants to hold El-Rufai until after 2027 election. ADC. Rep session turns rowdy as Abbas stops bid to invite Tinubu. From the Daily Post newspaper, I'm profoundly happy President Tinubu reacts to rescue of abducted Oyo people's teachers. Oyo abduction, 8 kidnappers in DSS custody, others neutralized. Presidency, kidnapped Oyo people's teachers regain freedom from bandits' captivity. Released Oyo kidnapped students, new security framework needed. Shehu Sani, attention should now be shifted to Borno. Ndume reacts to rescued Oyo school children, teachers. NDC urges Nigerians to register for PVC ahead of 2027 elections. Jigawa ADC governorship candidate Nakudu rejects calls for his replacement. 2027, I'll quit presidential race if Kenneth Okonkwo's evidence proves me unfit. Peter Obi. (2027) APC presents Shetima as Tinubu's running mate. Bauchi APC governorship candidate sacks campaign coordinators in 20 local government areas. 2027 Supreme Court judgment supersedes FHC ruling. SDP to INEC Gabon. Gunmen kidnap corpse of FRC Deputy Commander. Mourners in Kogi demand 50 million naira ransom. Abiodun presents Adeola to Jebu, your royal fathers, says equity, competence guided his choice. Successful rescue of abducted Oyo people's teachers deserves recognition. Maury Bruce, Pope Leo appoints Bishop Ogun as Apostolic Administrator of Benin City Archdiocese. From the Daily Trust newspaper now, mandate hijack how 16 MDAs got 206 billion naira for constituency projects. 2027, Tinubu to run with Shetima. Kidnappers arrested as abducted Oyo pupils rescued. Potsicum girls prepare for future with ready tiger knots. Government must tackle insecurity with sincerity. Cleric. No president can change Nigeria's fortune alone. Lecturer. NSIB findings reveal how private jet landed on roadway in Asaba. What Nigeria must learn from South Africa's World Cup campaign. Lithium, Kaduna's buried wealth. Kiamo will be refused to pay fine after violating airport parking rules. 2027, Tinubu retains Shetima as running mate. We'll take some more stories from the Nation newspaper now. Again, court reschedules planned judgment in Malami's 57 property forfeiture case. Oshun 2026, Egbedore residents endorse Adeleke's re-election bid. I'll prioritize youth women's development in Ogun Central. George Taylor. Eight kidnappers arrested as Oyo people's teachers regained freedom inside security operation that ended the captives' 56-day ordeal. 2027, ABC predicts landslide as Tinubu retains Shetima. Those are some major stories from the Nation newspaper. It's time for the analysis. Joining me virtually this morning is Dr. Bayo Busari. Good morning, doctors. Great to have you join us.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. All right, we'll start off with the major one in all of the papers, or your abduction inside operation that freed people's teachers after 56 days in captivity, is how one paper puts it. I believe that's the Punch, actually. There was jubilation across the country on Friday as abducted pupils and teachers from Orire local government area in Oyo State regained their freedom after spending 56 days in captivity. In the course of the rescue operations, 8 of the kidnappers were arrested and are now in DSS custody. Excuse me. Doctor, no ransom, no swap rescue here. Finally, some good news. Children and teachers returned safely. We can breathe a sign of relief with this one, right?
Yeah, sure. All is well that ends well. We need to commend all that were involved in the rescue operation. The families, the federal government, Oyo State government, our security agencies, and all those who collaborated in ensuring a successful rescue of these victims. Our hope will be that the effort that we bring to bear on this rescue effort will be shifted to other areas, particularly in ensuring that criminal elements, the activities are brought to a halt in Kwara State, Kogi State, and particularly those who are in captivity in Borno, Katsina, and other places. So we commend everybody for for the support that was given to the government across all levels, and hope that we begin to become more proactive, particularly intelligence gathering and acting on credible information that may be given to us to ensure that this kind of act is not repeated again.
Doctor, one of the things that critics of this administration have continually said is when it comes to rescuing victims, we usually hear of ransom paid. Is this how you want to see things going on henceforth, with no ransom, no swap? Of course, the demands and the arrests made. Should that be the template, going forward?
Actually, this would send a strong signal to those who may have the mind of perpetrating this kind of act, that no matter how long it takes, they will be brought before the law. We expected that openness in this kind of operation, particularly in planning and then collaboration. It's obvious that the Oyo State government absolutely collaborated and cooperated with the federal government in this rescue operation. So it's important that we have this across the land. When you pay ransom, what you are doing is that you are energizing those who are into criminality. For those who have been kidnapped in the past, particularly in Oyo State, we have had cases of kidnapping. Now, ransom have been paid. If by the last operation, those people are not busted, the tendency is that we will probably have one or more, kidnapping cases on our hand. So it's important that when it happens, though it may be very, very demanding, if a relative is kidnapped, they ask for ransom, and you say you are not going to pay, and you wait on security agents to, carry out a rescue operation, it may be very, very demanding. But we need to put a stop to it. Now we reach a sigh of relief in Oyo State, at least so far. So this is a signal when we have a successful operation like this, that those who may be interested, we are above them. We know everywhere in the world, governments has more capacity than those who are into criminality. But what requires is the patience, the collaboration when you carry out the rescue operation. Almost everybody became impatient in the case of Oyo State. The appeal was that government was not doing anything. So at least with what we have seen now, we know that government is working, though it may appear slow, in our eyes.
Doctor, do you think celebrations should be measured? We have Senator Ali Ndume in the papers this morning asking for focus to turn to Borno State. 42 people from Musa community still remain in captivity, and also 30 residents of Lassa.
Of course, we have to celebrate in a measured way. Well, in the first instance, we lost a few people in Oyo State. Their families are there still grieving. There are still other people who are in captivity. So if we are, jubilating over this one, what happens to those who are still in captivity? So it calls for celebration, no doubt about that, because we succeeded in this instance. But in doing that, we should not lose focus. There are still other people in captivity. And of course, our attention will even be on our security. Those men who are out there in the bush, is serving their fatherland, and those who lose their lives in the process, and our mind must be their family. So while we celebrate, we must actively remember those who lost their lives in the process, and then be measured in our celebration.
All right, Doctor, do you think that a sort of autopsy should be carried out on this whole incident? Yes, the children are back now, and of course we're glad about this. Going forward, what are the proactive steps government should take to prevent such an occurrence from happening again? We have a legal luminary, Femi Falana, saying that government should explain the circumstances surrounding the killing of the teacher. as well. What do you make of this?
In the first instance, I want to believe that we'll carry out a thorough forensic investigation. That we have succeeded in rescuing these people does not mean that is the end of the area where these people are kept. I mean, it should be cordoned, thoroughly, combed to seek for evidence that may help in unraveling this instance and then in preventing others. And of course, those who are rescued, I want to believe they will be debriefed in seeking for information from them. What happened while they were in captivity? If they have information about linkages with those who kidnapped them. And of course, we should use that in planning other rescue operations. It may not be possible for government to be able to tell us why it happened until we have interrogated those who are arrested. We know if their demand was that they asked for the release of some of the members who are in government custody. We must understand what led to the arrest of those in custody. What did they do? If they are linked to criminality, we still have to focus more attention on them. Further interrogation to establish the other cells where they may be located, and then using that in taking proactive steps in bringing these people in.
8 arrested in all of this. Doctor, how would you like to see prosecution play out here? Judgment and all of that for some of the victims, especially the family of the slain teacher as well. There's a report about a family member's reaction to this, saying that yes, they're happy that the children have been rescued, but their family member is not going to return home.
Yes, we must accept that reality, that in situations like this, there's no way we won't have casualty, fatality. What is important is that now that these people have been rescued, arrests have been made, and the president has promised that justice is going to be served. We must support government in that instance, and we expect an expedited action in bringing these people before the law. The laws are already there. We're not going to enact any law in prosecuting them. What's important, there must be diligent prosecution. We saw happening in Kogi State, happening in Abuja. We want to see the same happening in Oyo State. Quick dispensation of justice, so that the families of those particularly who lost their loved ones can heap a sigh for them and believe that yes, justice has been served and is seen to be served in this instance.
All right, talking about the children now, Doctor, 56 days in captivity. Do you expect that the psychosocial support for those children has already begun, or is that what process would that? How's that going to look like?
I said it earlier that in our effort to rescue these people, it must be in preparation. Our hope was that they were going to be rescued, and then we must be prepared for post-trauma management of those particularly those young ones. And I want to believe that with the direction that the president gave yesterday, both Oyo State and federal agencies will collaborate in this instance to give to these people the internationally best acceptable treatment to ensure that we integrate them back into the normal living. Obviously, it's going to take a time, but we need to rally around them, give them all the necessary support. It might be difficult for those children when you wake them up in the morning to ask them to prepare to go to school. The experience will come back to them. So we must find a way to manage, to ensure that we are able to debrief them and then take their mind off the trauma they went through for them to live a normal life.
Doctor, with vacations coming up for some of the schools, in some schools across the nation, how can government maximize that, take advantage of that, to set up security architecture that can prevent the recurrence of something like this? in the future. I believe it was Mr. Femi Falana that he was asking or saying that government should put structures in place and maximize that vacation period that students are going to be on.
We must accept this fact that our security agencies, our security agents have been overstretched with the insecurities that we have from the ground. So what I think we need to do more now is to pay more attention to intelligence gathering, collaboration at the local level. Our traditional rulers have to be factored in gathering credible intelligence information for us to be proactive. Though there's no amount of security agent that you are going to put on ground that will be enough. Number of schools to have primary, secondary, in public, not to talk of public. Everybody deserves to be protected. So we can't say those in public schools. What about those in public private schools? They are paying taxes to government. They are helping in the development of our country. So whatever.
Hello, doctor. Are you there?
Yes, please.
All right. Please continue with what you were saying. The line broke
so
off
I was
a bit.
saying,
Yes.
yeah, I was saying that we need to pay more attention to gathering credible information involving our traditional rulers to ensure that we are proactive whenever we are able to get credible, intelligent information, because that's about the cheapest that we can do. Even if we recruit, we can't deploy all our security agents around schools. It may not work, but what will work for us is to be proactive, getting these people, putting tab on suspected areas. There was information about 4 years ago thereabout around that local government. To what extent did we have on that? I remember when Joshua Daye was governor in Plateau State, that they got information that some people are going to attack a place. They sent that to the military command, and that no action was taken until after the event. So we need to act on information and then be proactive about it.
All right, let's take a look at this one. 2027, Tinubu retained Shettima as running mate. President Bola Tinubu has submitted the name of Senator Kashim Shettima as his running mate for the 2027 presidential election. There had been speculations that the president may drop his current deputy over some political calculations. Your reaction to that, Doctor?
Yeah, I think this has put into speculation that has been around for almost a year or thereabout. There have been, talks here and there that Shettima was going to be dropped. But now that the president has committed his name, I think whoever might be interested in Shettima's position will have to look somewhere else and hope that the sentiment that was brought up in the first instance about Muslim ticket and what have you, we may not probably bring it up again and begin to focus on how well this government has performed, not on the basis of religion, not on the basis of where whoever comes from, but on the basis of delivering promises. I think if we want to take them up now, we can do that. To what extent has the team be able to deliver on the promises that they made, on meeting the expectations of Nigerians? I think we have a basis to measure the performance of this government now.
Do you think that the government has done well again for this Muslim ticket to fly again? Do you think they've done enough?
Actually, I've not been a fan of considering issues based on religion, because I believe religion is a personal affair. If we are actually going to be religious in our activities, I think this country will have been better than what we have today. So I've not seen religion playing active role in our governance architecture. We just use that as a sentiment to get whatever we want. If you look at all the religious groups, there's none of them that does not, prescribe equity, fairness, justice, Okay. Do we see anybody who has occupied our public offices across the land, from local government to the federal government? Have we seen any of them having religion playing a critical role in the way they govern us? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. So me, I will take you on the basis of your capability, on the basis of a degree, your background, where you're coming from, what you're offering. Even when they are being sworn in and they are using religious book to do the swearing, I see it as a way that we are just deceiving ourselves. Religion has not played any role, as far as I'm concerned, in the governance system in this country. We mouth, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, but in reality, do we behave Christian-like? Do we behave Muslim-like? No. If we allow religion to guide us, the country will be better than what we have today. So let us take individuals on the basis of his degree. To what extent can he perform? Remove religion from Bola Tinubu, remove religion from Kashim Shettima. What has been their trajectory in life? To what extent can they use that to govern us? That is Nigeria is not a religious state. It's not like Saudi Arabia. It's not like the Vatican City. No, we are a multi-religious entity, and our country, our constitution states that we are not going to put religion before whatever we want to do. So let us remove all that from our consideration. Let's remove ethnicity from our consideration. Let us take every individual on the basis of what he has the capacity to do for us.
Doctor, what do you make of Governor 𝐶𝐈𝐒 calling for? He said that Nigeria's political climate is toxic for the opposition. I'll take a quote from him. He says, being in opposition, the political environment is very toxic. It's in the darkest moment, I can say that to you. But when the day is about to break, that's the darkest point. Governor 𝐶𝐈𝐒 also warned that the will of Nigerians must not be suppressed during the 2027 general elections. Your thoughts on that?
Let me say this. Our position can help us. If we are going to have a very varied environment for opposition, and that will help us. How do you do that? In the first instance, let all of them go and sit down and build functional political parties, not seasonal movement that we see them do. When you begin to move from platform to platform, you are going to encounter challenges along the way. And you may not be so sincere enough to admit your fault, and you look for a scapegoat. That is what all of them have been doing. In 2023, when the evolution government wanted to return as president, what he did was to, go into backdoor negotiation, particularly with the party from the region where he came from. And we saw that sweeping away all the governors of the West except Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So each of them has been employing tactics that will work for them. So essentially, if we have functional political parties, if people are not moving from platform to platform every 4 years, then we will now be able to say, if you have a varied environment for the opposition to thrive. But when you are running 𝐻𝐻𝐾𝐻, how do you want to be focused? If there are laws that people are making that they should know, a time is when it was said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was moving Nigeria towards a one-party state. But we saw political parties being registered even after they made that statement. So it's a function of the law. The law says Nigeria is a multi-party entity, and we see that working. So if you are not putting your act together, who do you blame? So within themselves, they know. Governor Makinde, they knew what they did in 2023. And part of what they did in 2023 is what is giving us problem today. Particularly those 5 governors who work against the interests of Atiku Abubakar in PDP then. So where is PDP today? So if you are saying someone is not making the opposition to work, who's now person that's not making it to work? If there's, as Yoruba say, the letter will not enter into your house. So all of them should go and pick the crack in their various places. If we pick that, and we have a functional political system, then we'll know if someone is trying to stifle the opposition or not. And all of us can rise and then come to the defense of the opposition.
So you're saying, Doctor, that the claims by certain individuals that the government is trying to stifle, aside from Governor Makinde, of course, that the government is trying to stifle the opposition, is unfounded?
It's not unfounded. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that some people are helping that to occur. Remember during the time of Bukola Saraki, when they formed NPDP, that saw Buhari, sweeping away President Goodluck Jonathan. Who helped it to happen? Was it not members within PDP, within the opposition? So that's why I'm saying that let everybody be where he is, and then make effort within that confinement. And we see the effort you are making. Someone is now making an incursion into your territory. It's easier for you to, repair the person. But when you have cracks, people will take advantage of that. That's what every politician is interested in, winning elections. And what they tell you is that everything is fair in war. So whatever you make it to win is what they do. It may not be good, something that's good for us, but they are the ones that is allowing that to happen. If they are united, they can, face anybody and be able to say, no, we are not going to walk your way. We are going to walk our own way. And if anybody is now making effort to, stifle them, it will be so obvious. But within themselves, see what happened when people were moving into ADC. The belief was that, we are going to have a united opposition. Even Governor Makinde himself made an attempt to join ADC. So where is everybody today?
All right, we have some commercials to go in a moment, but we'll take this one quickly. Fake agency, Abure, ex-minister, denied links to late suspects. Julius Abure, the immediate past national chairman of Labour Party and former Minister of Communications, Adebayo Shitu, have distanced themselves from the reported middleman in the controversial PFIPC scandal. That middleman, the late Dolapo Tanimola. The denials followed the emergence of photographs showing Abure and Shitu and other notable personalities with Tanimola amid the ongoing investigation into the PFI PC. Doctor, your reaction to that? Of course, no one wants to associate with crime. When crime is involved, people want to back down from that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's expected to happen. Well, I think with outside denial, there's a photograph. Is it fake? Is it AI generated or is it real? If it's real, tell us where that happened and what led to it. How did that person come into the picture? I mean, pictures don't lie if they are not manipulated. If pictures are real, they cannot lie. So, besides denial, if that picture didn't surface, no one knew that anybody knew that person. So, those who know him, do help us in this investigation. It might be inadvertent. It might be anything. People of such nature try to find a way to smuggle themselves into public functions. I mean, it has happened before. But denying will not help us in this. We are investigating. What should help us is what everybody knows about this thing. Tell us that we can now, discriminate among the information that we have at our disposal, and then conclude on, this person is linked to this person is linked to this person. The guy is late, okay? But we should be able to track his activities. So part of tracking the activities is what this picture is telling us.
Right.
So people should just explain to us their connection to this guy, and then we move on.
All right, we'll take that commercial now. When we come back, we'll be opening the phone lines. Please stay with us, 32 FM 94.9.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression. The FIFA World Cup 2026 is here. Watch all 104 matches live on Star Times from the opening match to the final showdown.
And this time, it's not just watching, it's watch and win.
Subscribe or buy a Star Times decoder and stand a chance to win the 10 million naira grand prize. Plus many exciting prizes nationwide with subscription packages starting from just 4,000 naira. Recharge now via Star Times app or visit any Star Times office or dealer outlet near you.
Star Times, enjoy digital life.
Lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà àwọn èèyàn kì í mọ bí dátà wọn ṣe máa ń tètè jó tán. Èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ alágbèéká wa jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ ẹ sí bó ti ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an. Kété tí olówó mi bá ti sùn ni màá ti máa ṣe ohun tí kò ní mọ̀ tó bá sì mọ̀. Àpẹẹrẹ kí n sáré ṣe auto update nìyẹn tí oorun bá ti wọ̀ lára. Iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn, màá ṣe cloud backup tó bá ti wá fi oorun rẹ̀ sí GR 3. Gbogbo àwọn apps tó ti ṣí sílẹ̀ lèmi á máa refresh ní tèmi o tó fi dórí àwọn apps tí ó lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ mọ gbogbo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ lórí ayélujára tí olówó mi bá ti jí ẹgbọ́n tó máa ń wí.
Yéè, mo gbé o, dátà tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe máa ti tán.
Ṣé mi ò sọ fún ẹ?
Jára ẹ, má jẹ́ kí fóònù ẹ máa fi dátà rẹ ṣe óblé. Ṣe àkíyèsí auto updates. Pa àwọn apps tí o kò bá nílò nígbàkúùgbà.
Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ lásán lèmi o. Kòkòrò tí ń jẹ dátà ní ìjẹkújẹ fún ẹni tí ò bá ṣe àmójútó dátà rẹ̀.
Jẹ ìgbádùn dátà rẹ ní wẹ̀lẹ̀mú. Leave it 100 MTN. Kivo 3-in-1 omi nìkan ló kù kó fi kún. Kivo Gary Mix.
Ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀
Asafu. It's okay.
My brother, I hear say Lafarge don change name.
Yes now, Lafarge Africa PLC don transform come become HBM Nigeria PLC. The name don change but na still the same ogbonge cement and other building solutions company wey help build Third Mainland Bridge, National Assembly Complex, First and Second Niger Bridge dem, Cocoa House, National Theatre plus plenty HTRM construction for dis we country since 1960.
HBM Nigeria, formerly Lafarge.
HBM Nigeria PLC, formerly Lafarge Africa PLC, Beyond Buildings.
Àfojúsùn rẹ ni kó ra lẹ́tì kí o sì ní ọjọ́ ọ̀la tó fọkànbalẹ̀ àbí o tilẹ̀ ń gbèrò ilé kan tàbí ilẹ̀ ànípamọ́. Iléeṣẹ́ Southsand Property ló ti fi àǹfààní sílẹ̀ fún ọ lórí ilẹ̀ wa ti Orange Estate ní agbègbè ológun ẹ̀rú níjọba àbílẹ̀ Èdó nílùú Ìbàdàn pẹ̀lú mílíọ̀nù 3 náírà láwọn agbègbè tó jọjú pẹ̀lú ètò ààbò tó péye. Bákan náà ni Mango Estate lójú ọ̀nà Lifehouse International School Àkófò nílùú Ìbàdàn tó náà jẹ́ mílíọ̀nù 2 náírà kò wọ́n rárá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló sunwọ̀n fún mọ̀lẹ́bí bábàbárì ibẹ̀ ní ti Apple Estate fún ẹni bá ń wá ibi tí ayé ìrọ̀rùn tó pin sí mílíọ̀nù 4 náírà ó ní fún ẹni bá dá tiẹ̀ mọ̀ láàyè àwọn ọlọ́lá abọ́ ọlọ́kẹ́ ló wà lágbègbè Ayégún lójú ọ̀nà Olójúoró nílùú Ìbàdàn ààyè san díẹ̀díẹ̀ ó wà láàrin oṣù 6 kò sí wàhálà kò sí àríyànjiyàn ẹ kàn sáà máa sanwó náà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn kí ẹ sì gba ilẹ̀ yín pẹ̀lú ìfọkànbalẹ̀ àti ìwé tó yanjú. Ilẹ̀ méjì ló ń ta wàràwàrà tẹ́lẹ̀ tuntun tó ti wọlé ní yàjóyàjó mílíọ̀nù 3 mílíọ̀nù 2 àti mílíọ̀nù 4 náírà ó nílẹ̀ wa. Ìjáfara léwu fẹ́ni tó bá mọ iye ohun tó dára wá mú tirẹ̀ pè wá kíákíá lónìí lórí 0916 461 5000 tàbí 091-155-500 tàbí kí ẹ kàn sí wa ní Laughter House orí òkè téńté Premier Mọ́kọ́lá ìlú Ìbàdàn. Southside Property òrùlé fòtẹ́ẹ̀tọ̀.
Kò sí oúnjẹ tí kò wú kókó inú. Ìjòyè pàtàkì ni àmàlà láwùjọ òkèlè. Aláṣírí onínáwó, ìmùlẹ̀ya oníbùkà, kò bá gbóná kó ṣe tútù kí ọbẹ̀ ṣáà ti lọ́wọ́rọ́. Ọ̀fun mi.
Ilé eléyìí o. Ẹja ọsàn. Bọ́dún bá ti dùn, àrórógbó. Bọ́dún bá ti dùn, àráwùsá. Ìran àkànàmọ̀gbò yìí pọ̀dún jẹ. 32 FM 94.9 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. Ló tún ti tẹ́ pẹpẹ ètò. Àyájọ́ àmàlà. Àmàlà Fest. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì irú ẹ̀ ló tún kò. Lọ́jọ́ 29 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún 2026. 29 August 2026. Àti ṣẹ́rí, a máa tún ṣe yìí. A sì tún máa ṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ orú ẹ̀ lókè èpè. Tó ń ti gbádùn. Àlùjò, àwàdà, ẹ̀rín kéékèèké. Tó ń ti fífi àmàlà dúdú tàbí funfun tó fẹ́lẹ́ bí etí. Pẹ̀lú ọbẹ̀ ewédú, gbẹ̀gìrì, ìlà, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, ẹran pọ̀nmọ́ tó kàtà mọ́ra ṣe kọ̀rọ̀bọ̀tọ̀ sórí àmàlà láfijọ́ máa ṣẹjọ́ ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́ta náírà lẹ́ òfìrà tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì jẹ̀gbádùn tó gbádùn pẹ̀lú àwọn olóúnjẹ ìgbàlódé láwùjọ tó yáàyè táyé ń gbà tiwọn bíbí rẹ̀ food canteen lókè àdó ìyá àdìjà alámàlà níyànà àdí ọ̀yọ́ ìyá ọ̀yọ́ alámàlà lọ́jà àgbàrìmú àtàwọn olóúnjẹ ìgbàlódé míì kò tán síbẹ̀ àwọn òdíje wọ̀nyí bíi ta ló lè jẹ̀sùn àmàlà bàkìtàn láàrin ìṣẹ́jú àyà tàbí ta lọkùnrin náà tó lè ro àmàlà tó fẹ́lẹ́ tó kóná bíi etí àtẹni tó lè yára tètè jàmàlà tó gbóná láàrin ìṣẹ́jú àyà ọ̀fẹ́ ní fọ́ọ̀mù ẹ wá sí 32 FM Laughter House Premier Hill Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn bó bá wà dọ́jọ́ kọkàndínlọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kẹjọ ọdún 2026 kàtúyàyà pàdé ní Recreation Club ní dojúkọ Àdámàṣègbà nílùú Ìbàdàn ọ̀làtò ti sọ̀díwòkè bùkà bùtà tó ń tẹran tó jíire pẹ̀ lálùjọ tó bá gbà mú ẹ lè ṣonígbọ̀wọ́ àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àmàlà Fest 2026 láti ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ máa bọ̀ ní Laughter House tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè nọ́mbà yìí 0806 218 5194 Amala Fest 32 FM 94.9.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
Still the Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9. It's time to take your reactions to the headlines this morning. The phone lines are open, 0705 5949, 0906 2949, and 0809 7949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Prince Bome. I'm calling from Apata.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
I must say congratulations to us in Oyo State. I must commend Mr. Governor, Mr. President, and other security agents who put in effort in order to rescue these people. It is very a good one, and they are really changed the atmosphere in Oyo State. And I will urge people, if they see something, they should see something. Because before these people were adopted, I was told that one person came from the bush that bought bread and akara. So we should be always picking up, not that on the evil occur. That is why we will now be reactive. That's my own solution. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. Your time 0705 5949, 0906 2949, and 0809 7949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, your name please, let's hear you.
My name is Ade from UI. Number one, I want to congratulate the parents of the released people. I won't say more that on that one. On the issue of Muslim ticket, to me, your analyst said it doesn't, according to what your analyst, that's the correct thing. The religion doesn't have anything in Nigeria, but that is to Southerners. That is why I would like if the same some people are arrested on this case now, if that is anything going by, if it is truth, I want them to have their names. That's number one. These people, other parts of the country, we here we don't believe in religion. Then they believe in it. And making their own person running it, and the other person running it, two Muslims, it makes them to believe that Muslims are the owner of this country. So repeating that same mistake is very confrontational, is daring, and is very proud. And I'm expecting other side of religion to mobilize against them, just for the security of.
All right. Let's take this one. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You're live. All right. Looks like we lost that. The phone lines again, 0705 5949, 0906 2949. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You're live. All right. I'll do another one.
Hello, good morning, Kenny.
Hello, good morning, sir. Welcome.
Kudos to the studio.
Yeah.
More divine part to the student. Make sure you call from Nara. The regarding to the rehabilitation, congratulations to us in Oyo State. I think we need to commend our security agency for their sacrifice, dedication, and resilience. That's why the poor salary they are giving them. So we need to commend them as well. So, Mr. President, our governor here, and others look at vigilante. We need to commend their dedication as well. My own concern is that it is time for our security agency to try to be offensive and proactive enough, because these people, they will try to go and attack some areas, but if they are proactive, they're able to dismantle them, not to coordinate another attack again. And I want to urge our security agency, they should not forget those scenarios that happened in Borno State in the same time in Oyo State as well. You try to rescue them as well, because Borno State is part of Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. This is okay. Dr. Busari, good morning. First, I say congrats and thank God to everybody that was involved in this release. It's actually a sigh of relief, like you said. Thank God. Doctor, we can't actually rule out religion in our politics, and that's just the truth. Even the constitution we talked about that's called secular still recognizes Sharia and other things. So it's actually part of us. But what we should look at is how do we make it work for us? We can't take it away from us. That's just the truth about it, because it's there. Literally in every part, in everything we are doing, we talk about it. I want to choose somebody, I want to look at it. How will it work in our own part? We can't deny it, it's there. Good morning, this is okay.
All right, thank you for your time. 0705 50949. Take this one. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, please try any of the alternative lines. Hello.
Yes, Miriam calling from Odejai.
All right, Miriam, good morning. Let's hear.
Yeah, I also agree that paying ransom to kidnappers will only empower them the more. But whatever the federal government, the Oyo State government, and the security agency did to rescue these people, then they deserve commendation. Well, I will only urge our leaders to be more proactive, and they should rescue other people in captivities across the state. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
All
right, let's hear you. Go ahead.
The use of our children and the teachers are very, 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 very heartwarming. Congratulations to Nigeria. Now, the analysts in the House have said it all. The handlings in the opposition party and issue of Muslim ticket. You see, the politicians in the opposition parties laid the foundation for the ruling party to build on. And it was in 2023 when the two-party system should have been institutionalized in Nigeria within the realms of APC and PDP. But Wishes and Co, they used this tribalism to hijack, to truncate that golden for Nigeria as to guide our party. So there's nothing wrong in Muslim ticket, but then we use tribalism to cover our lapses as to guide the governance in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'll do this one. Hello, good morning. Okay. The phone lines again, 0705 5949 0809 7949.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning. Welcome. Your name, please.
Thank you. Ruth calling from Malacca. The rescue of the Orire victim is really a good one. And I commend the Oyo State government, the security agency, and everyone involved in making it possible. However, this should not be the end. The government at all levels must strengthen security, improve intelligence, and ensure criminals are brought to justice, because we don't want such incidents to happen again. The safety of every citizen must remain a top priority to the government. I pray God continue to lead our research site. Good morning.
Right. Thank you very much. We're live on Facebook. That's 32FM 949 Ibadan on Facebook. You can drop us a comment on that platform. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Ken.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
John Lariwa just speaking for my day. As regard to the rescue of the abductees in the local government, I think kudos to the security agency and everyone that's involved, the president and then the governor. I also congratulate the family of the abductees. So I think it's a sign of relief, as rightly said. But what I can even point out is that, according to the news, that there are some bandits or terrorists that are arrested in that because of the operation. I think Nigerians need to know them, and they must also reveal the identity of these people to Nigerians, and they must also prosecute them, because it must not stop there. Nigeria must know how the case is going. So because some Nigeria even thinking of whether their ransom was paid or not. No. But according to the security, that there is nothing like that, and according to the Onanuga, there is nothing like that. So we want to know more about this. Even the opposition, as regard to the opposition to me.
Thank you very much.
The politicians used to like to clap down the opposition. But the way our president did this is very, very, I don't want to know the...
All right, thank you very much. We have to go. I'll take a few comments out of Facebook. Your Olamide says, I commend your state government, the federal government, and our security operatives for the successful rescue of the abducted teachers and school children. This shows the power of teamwork and swift action. All right, thank you for that. Rose Ediola says, while we celebrate the successful rescue of the Oriri victims, the government must ensure that they receive proper health care and that those responsible face justice without delay. Government at all levels should strengthen intelligence, improve community policing, equip security agencies, and tackle the root causes of insecurity to prevent a repeat. I'll take one more message. This one. Samson Ademoagun says, I must give kudos to Governor 𝐂𝐈𝐒𝐄𝐑, security agents, and Mr. President for their efforts so far on the release of the pupils and their teachers. I will urge Oyo State government to implore the security men to start investigating what surrounded the kidnapping of these people in order to prevent such future occurrence. Thank you very much. We have to go. Thank you for joining us on the Papers Review this morning. Returns on Monday. That's at 6:30 a.m. We also appreciate Dr. Bayo Busari for the analysis. My name is Kenny Duruchilu. Good morning and have yourself a lovely weekend.